Every year on March 20th, people from all walks of life and corners of the globe come together to celebrate World Sparrow Day, a special occasion dedicated to one of the most familiar and beloved birds in our environment, the house sparrow. This day is not just a date on the calendar, but a heartfelt reminder of the small wonders that share our world and the important role they play in our daily lives. The house sparrow, with its soft brown feathers and lively eyes, is a bird many of us have grown up seeing outside our windows, hopping along rooftops, or chirping in our gardens. It's a bird that feels like a neighbor, always present, yet often overlooked. World Sparrow Day gives us a chance to pause and truly appreciate the cheerful chirp that has woven itself into the soundtrack of our lives for generations. Their songs greet us in the morning and accompany us through the day, bringing a sense of comfort and continuity to our ever-changing world. But as our cities grow taller and busier, the world of the sparrow is changing rapidly. The purpose of this day is simple, yet urgent: to raise awareness about sparrows and the many challenges they face in our modern, fast-paced urban environments. From loss of nesting spaces to pollution and scarcity of food, sparrows are struggling to survive in places they once called home. For centuries, sparrows have been a part of our human story, nesting in our homes and gardens and connecting us to the rhythms of nature. They remind us of simpler times and the deep bond we share with the natural world, even in the heart of our busiest cities. Sadly, their numbers are declining at an alarming rate, and their joyful song is slowly fading from our urban soundscape. The silence left behind is a warning sign, reminding us that when we lose sparrows, we lose a part of our own story and the delicate balance of our environment. World Sparrow Day shines a much-needed spotlight on this silent disappearance and calls each of us to action. It's a day to reflect, to learn, and to take steps, big or small, to help protect these tiny birds and the ecosystems they depend on. This is more than just a celebration. It's a global movement that reminds us the health of our environment is reflected in the well-being of even the most common birds. When sparrows thrive, it means our cities and towns are healthy, green, and full of life. By focusing on sparrows, we open up a much larger conversation about conservation, biodiversity, and the kind of world we want to build for future generations, one where nature and humanity can thrive together in harmony. Every small action, from planting native bushes to setting up bird feeders, can make a difference. So this March 20th, join the celebration. Take a moment to notice the sparrows around you, share their story, and take simple steps to help them in your own backyard. Together, we can ensure that the cheerful song of the sparrow continues to brighten our lives for generations to come. World Sparrow Day traces its roots to the bustling city of Nashik, India, where a quiet but profound change was taking place. Once, the cheerful chirping of sparrows was a familiar soundtrack to daily life, echoing from rooftops and windowsills. But gradually, people began to notice an unsettling silence. The sparrow's song was fading, and with it, a piece of the city's soul seemed to be slipping away. This simple observation sparked a wave of concern among residents, who realized that the disappearance of such a common bird was a warning sign for the health of their environment. Motivated by this growing worry, a group of passionate individuals came together to form the Nature Forever Society. Their mission was clear: to protect not just the house sparrow, but all the ordinary creatures that share our urban spaces. They believed that every species, no matter how small or familiar, plays a vital role in the web of life. The society began raising awareness, organizing community events, and encouraging people to take simple actions, like putting up nest boxes or planting native shrubs, to help bring sparrows back. The humble sparrow soon became a powerful symbol for urban biodiversity. Its decline was a reminder that the health of our cities is closely tied to the well-being of the creatures that live alongside us. If we can't protect the birds that are closest to our homes, how can we hope to tackle larger environmental challenges? The sparrow's story resonated with people, inspiring them to look at their surroundings with new eyes and to value the small wonders of everyday nature. Recognizing the need for a broader movement, the Nature Forever Society partnered with France's Ecosys Action Foundation. Together, they envisioned a day that would unite people across continents in celebration and action. In 2010, as the first signs of spring appeared, the inaugural World Sparrow Day was launched. The timing was symbolic. Spring is a season of renewal and hope, mirroring the aspirations of the movement. The event encouraged communities everywhere to come together, share stories, and take steps to protect their local sparrows. The heart of World Sparrow Day was its call to action, to empower ordinary people to become sparrow heroes in their own neighborhoods. From children building birdhouses to families planting gardens, everyone was invited to play a part. The movement showed that conservation isn't just for scientists or activists. It's something anyone can do, right in their backyard or on their balcony. By making small changes, people could create safe havens for sparrows and other wildlife, helping to restore the balance of nature in their cities. The response was nothing short of extraordinary. People from all walks of life, students, teachers, artists, and shopkeepers, joined the celebration. Schools organized sparrow-themed art competitions, communities held festivals, and social media buzzed with stories and photos of sparrow sightings. The movement tapped into a deep sense of connection, reminding everyone that even the smallest creatures deserve our care and attention. What began as a local effort in India quickly blossomed into a global phenomenon. Conservation groups and individuals from countries as far apart as Kenya, the UK, and Australia embraced World Sparrow Day, organizing their own events and campaigns. The sparrow became a universal ambassador for urban wildlife, inspiring people to take action for nature wherever they lived. The impact of the movement was soon felt at the highest levels. In 2012, the house sparrow was officially declared the state bird of Delhi, a powerful recognition of the importance of grassroots action. This milestone showed that when communities come together, their voices can reach policymakers and drive real, lasting change for the environment. World Sparrow Day proved that even the smallest birds can inspire a movement that spans continents. It became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of collective action. The story of the sparrow reminds us that every effort counts, and that together, we can make a difference for the creatures that share our world. Today, the sparrow has truly found its voice, and thanks to people everywhere, the world is listening more closely than ever before. Sparrows are more than just small birds. They're vital to our urban ecosystems. These tiny, energetic creatures have adapted to live alongside us, thriving in the nooks and crannies of our cities and towns. Their resilience is remarkable, and their presence is a testament to the delicate balance between nature and urban life. Sparrows act as natural pest controllers, feeding their young a steady diet of insects that would otherwise damage our gardens and crops. By keeping insect populations in check, they help maintain the health of our green spaces and support the growth of fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Without sparrows, we'd likely see a surge in pests, making it harder for both home gardeners and farmers to protect their plants. The presence of sparrows is a sign of a healthy, thriving environment. When we see flocks of sparrows darting through parks and gardens, it means the ecosystem is in balance. But when their numbers dwindle, it's a warning sign, an indication of deeper problems like pollution, overuse of pesticides, and loss of natural habitats. Their decline is a silent alarm, urging us to pay attention to the health of our surroundings. Beyond their ecological role, sparrows are woven into our culture and memories. Their cheerful chirping is a comforting sound, often associated with the warmth of home and the start of a new day. For many, the sight and sound of sparrows evoke nostalgia, reminding us of childhood mornings and peaceful afternoons spent outdoors. Losing sparrows would mean losing a piece of our heritage and a daily connection to nature. Their absence would leave our neighborhoods quieter and our lives a little emptier. It's not just about the loss of a bird. It's about losing a living link to the natural world that surrounds us, and the stories and traditions that sparrows have inspired for generations. Sparrows are perfect for teaching children about biodiversity. They're easy to spot, approachable, and fascinating to watch. Observing sparrows can spark curiosity in young minds, encouraging kids to ask questions about the world around them and to appreciate the diversity of life, even in their own backyards. When families care for sparrows, by putting out bird feeders, providing water, or rescuing an injured bird, they're not just helping one species. They're nurturing a sense of responsibility, compassion, and environmental awareness that can last a lifetime. These small acts of kindness ripple outward, inspiring broader efforts to protect wildlife and natural spaces. Every species, no matter how common, plays a role in the web of life. Sparrows are a vital link, connecting insects, plants, and people in a complex network of relationships. When we protect sparrows, we're also supporting countless other creatures that share their habitat, from pollinators to predators. Protecting sparrows is the first step toward building a more sustainable relationship with nature. Simple actions, like planting native plants, reducing pesticide use, or building birdhouses, can make a big difference. When communities come together to support sparrows, they create healthier, greener neighborhoods for everyone. The survival of sparrows is a lesson in the value of every living creature. By cherishing and protecting these small birds, we learn to respect the intricate connections that sustain life on our planet, and to see ourselves as caretakers of the world we share. The decline of house sparrows is rooted in how our cities have changed. Modern buildings lack the nooks and crannies sparrows need for nesting, leaving them homeless. Food scarcity is another issue. Pesticides and manicured gardens have wiped out the insects their chicks need to survive. Pollution, both chemical and noise, further threatens their health and ability to breed. Changes in our habits, like fewer local grain shops and more packaged foods, have removed traditional food sources. Even new threats like electromagnetic radiation from communication towers may play a role. The silence of the sparrows is a warning about the cost of our modern lifestyles. On World Sparrow Day, communities worldwide come together to celebrate and protect these birds. Each year's theme guides creative events, from storytelling to environmental tributes. Schools host art and essay contests, sparking curiosity and responsibility in young minds. Conservation workshops teach people to build feeders and nest boxes, turning concern into action. Birdwatching walks and photography contests help people rediscover the wildlife in their own neighborhoods. The Nature Forever Society's Sparrow Awards honor unsung conservation heroes, inspiring others to act. These celebrations transform passive awareness into hands-on change. World Sparrow Day is a vibrant, community-driven movement for urban biodiversity. What started in India has become a global phenomenon, celebrated in over 30 countries. The house sparrow's universal presence makes it a powerful symbol for urban wildlife everywhere. World Sparrow Day connects people across cultures, sharing ideas and solutions for conservation. Local events reflect unique challenges, but the core message, protecting urban nature, remains the same. Social media amplifies the movement, with people sharing photos, stories, and tips using #WorldSparrowDay. This digital community inspires action far beyond borders. The adaptability of the movement keeps it relevant and impactful worldwide. World Sparrow Day proves that a simple idea can unite the world for nature. You don't need to be an expert to help sparrows. Small actions at home make a big difference. Provide fresh water in a shallow bowl or bird bath, especially during hot months. Set up a bird feeder with grains like millet or rice, and keep it clean. Install a nest box to offer safe shelter or plant native shrubs for natural cover. Avoid pesticides to protect the insects sparrow chicks need. A slightly messy natural garden is a haven for birds. Spread the word. Encourage friends, schools, and communities to join in. Use social media to share your efforts and inspire others. Every new nest box or water bowl helps create a city where sparrows can thrive. Together, our simple steps add up to real change. The vision for World Sparrow Day is growing. Sparrows are now a flagship for all urban biodiversity. The threats they face, habitat loss, pollution, food scarcity, affect countless other species. The future lies in designing cities that welcome wildlife, with green roofs, native plants, and safe nesting spaces. Advocating for nature-friendly policies and collaborating with planners and architects is key. International partnerships will drive research and global advocacy. Education and community engagement will nurture a culture of conservation. The goal cities where nature and people flourish side by side. The cheerful chirp of the sparrow should remain part of our urban symphony for generations. The story of the sparrow is a story about us. Their fate mirrors our own. Saving sparrows means making our cities healthier for everyone. Cleaner air, less pollution, more green spaces. The sparrow reminds us that conservation starts at home, with small, consistent actions. Anyone can make a difference. A bowl of water, a handful of grain, a nest box. Protecting sparrows rekindles our connection to nature and empowers us as guardians of the planet. Their song invites us to pause, notice, and care for the world around us. Let the sparrow's chirp be a call to action and a symbol of hope. On World Sparrow Day, commit to keeping their song alive. In saving sparrows, we save the best part of ourselves.